Everything starts somewhere. It has a foundation, a base. Every story has its origin. Today, we go back to the beginning, back to where it all started. Because to know our future is to understand our past. After 4 parts, it's time to start all over again. This is Missing 411, the prequel. I'm Mike.
I'm Ian.
And I'm Dave. We've heard through the grapevine that many of you are still choosing to needlessly risk your life by carelessly venturing out into the great outdoors. So stick around. We're back with more cautionary tales to try to bring you to your senses. This is Necronomipod. Hi friends, your pal Dave here with an important public service message regarding a dangerous phenomenon that is currently sweeping the country and even parts of Canada and the UK. That's right, I'm talking about the insidious social aberration known as Carhartt stolen valor. We've all come across him, the immediately recognizable ass clown in a Carhartt jacket who has clearly never done an honest day's work in his entire life. You know the type, smooth manicured hands, thinks a carburetor is the newest menu item at Chipotle. A guy who can be convinced that his blinker fluid is low. I'm sure you're nodding your head in concurrence. A Carhartt is earned, forged in sweat and 4 a.m. start times, stained with oil and gas and grease from those endless hours you plied your trade, day in and grueling day out, year after year. A lifetime of sweat equity in exchange for the honor of proudly adorning your body in the uniform of the working man. So the next time you come across one of these beta cuck soy boys trying to pull the wool over your eyes and convince you that they're a man's man, you do what I do. Give them a stern talking to and voice your extreme displeasure with the ill-gotten admiration they are so desperately trying to steal. Fuck that! Kick them in the nuts! Fuck those guys! This has been a public service announcement by your pal Dave Nomipod. Cheers.
I did it. It took 4 months. I finished The Sopranos.
It's a lot faster than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought it was going to take you longer than that.
I thought I was a little slow on it, but made it. Slow and steady wins the race.
What did you think?
I thought it was good.
Good. Not great, just good?
I don't know. I guess I don't know how people feel about The Sopranos. I know that I've seen the Tony Soprano character has been voted like one of the best characters on television.
Sure.
I get that. I don't know if it was overrated or if my expectations were too high. But I was a little disappointed.
Really?
I feel like there were long stretches where nothing happened. Just nothing.
I think you can make that argument. There was that one season that wasn't all
Some
that
of it's very
great.
slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not and I'm not sure if there was a full season I didn't like, but maybe just like 4 or 5 episodes in a row where you're like, okay. Like I'm waiting for like a storyline that like builds and draws me in and but I liked it. It was good. I did like it better than Breaking Bad. If you told me right now I had to rewatch one, I would pick Sopranos. I will also say that the ending for all of the controversy it gets, I loved.
Did you?
I loved how they didn't close any storyline.
That was all right.
They left it all open. And I kind of liked it. I don't know. I dug that.
A lot of people hated the ending.
I knew what the final scene was, but I didn't know the circumstances around it. So maybe I was better prepared, and I wasn't just like, wait, like the screen goes to black,
Yeah,
and they make you wait like 5 seconds,
Yeah.
and then the credits come up.
Yeah.
But
Did my cable go out?
yeah, but I didn't mind. I didn't mind it. It was different. It was a different ending. It wasn't a good ending. It wasn't a bad ending in the sense of like, oh, somebody was killed at the very end and that was it. I thought it was good.
It's hard to end a show. It's a lot of great shows with not great endings. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, I certainly would not put this in a bad ending. I liked it.
That was fine.
Yeah.
So it was good. I don't regret watching it. I was a little excited because I had read, while I was watching Sopranos, I had read What's Next, the behind the scenes book of West Wing.
Yeah.
That got me like all revved up to want to watch the West Wing again.
Yeah.
But I told myself, no, you're going to fucking finish Sopranos like an adult.
That's a commitment.
And then you're going to move on. And so like some of those episodes that were really dry, I was like, oh, I could be watching like Bartlett just tear into somebody right now. But I'm going to hold off. And I'm glad I did because it was good. I was glad I got through it.
Excellent.
Finally can say I've went out and watched The Sopranos. Did not love when Christopher died.
No, that's terrible.
I texted Ian that night. It was really late, and I knew
Oh,
you were
man,
not up.
That was
and,
fucking awesome.
oh,
you thought it was awesome when Christopher got killed?
That was a great scene.
Oh,
Absolutely.
man. I was bummed.
I mean, it was well done.
Yeah.
They were listening to Comfortably Numb, driving in the car.
That was a good scene. You don't want to.
Why did it have to be Tony, though?
Oh, man.
I'd rather somebody else killed
Oh,
him.
that was awesome.
That's why I kept asking him, like, every time he brought it up. I'm like, what's going on in Sopranos? 'Cause I couldn't remember when it happened. I didn't realize it was that far into the show.
There was only like 4 episodes
Yeah, that
left.
was at the
Yeah.
end.
But-
Yeah,
well,
for
because
sure.
then at one point, I think I had texted you about how I was getting near the end, and you were like, "Who's even still alive?" And I was like, "Oh, people must get killed here at the end."
No, I just couldn't remember who was still around.
I still was enjoying it, but then not long after, fucking Bobby gets shot in the train shop. Silvio, oh, I love Silvio too. He gets fucking shot. That's another one. Like you assume he's dying, but they never finish that story.
You know what I thought was a goofy shot is when they killed Frank and his SUV like ran over his head.
Yeah.
It was just it was shot.
The car rolled over.
Yeah, and everyone was like, "Oh!" Like it was just weird. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was goofy. I didn't love that shot at all.
But he always gets those worst kills. Like Goodfellas, they're fucking curb stomping him.
That's right.
Stomping him in the
It's
in the
not
bar.
good. It was shot goofy.
Doesn't he is in Casino? Is he buried alive?
No, he's the one that
He's the one
holding
doing it.
him.
He's the one
he's
doing it.
holding Pesci when
So
they
that-
bury his brother.
Is that the only movie where he doesn't get whacked brutally in? Or the only? Yeah, he gets some rough endings.
What will you move on to next? Will you go back and watch?
Oh, I've already started West Wing. I dove 5 episodes deep last night.
Will you ever go back and watch The Wire, which is widely regarded as the best show ever?
Really?
Yes.
Have we discussed that? I don't know that one. I mean, I know of the show, but
It's awesome.
what's that on?
HBO.
Perhaps.
I've never seen it.
I'm not going to say no.
It's kind of a little dated now, just because it's so old.
Yeah.
Feels a little dated, but so good.
Look, the first 6 episodes of West Wing, they're using beepers.
That's true.
It's-
POTUS. Oh, POTUS.
Yeah.
POTUS beeped you. Who's your friend POTUS?
You can watch all of Seinfeld and there's no cell phones or beepers.
Yeah,
I think if a good show is a good show.
Yeah.
You know, MASH, Cheers, like some of those fun ones, you just kind of get lost in the show. You don't even realize.
Yeah. That helps when it doesn't feel dated.
Yeah. So maybe The Wire holds up. Have you watched it recently to confirm?
No, I watched it a little later, and it's.
You didn't watch it live.
I did not.
All right.
Great show though.
Well, here we are with Missing 411.
Back again.
Who'd have thought we'd be here?
Yeah, yeah.
People keep going out in the woods.
Are people still missing out there?
Motherfuckers going to keep walking in the woods. They're going to keep going missing. How many cautionary tales do we have to tell?
No.
Stay inside, get on HBO Max, and just watch television. Nothing bad will ever happen to you. And when the sun goes down, close your blinds.
I was hiking the side of a mountain in North Carolina a couple days
So
ago.
you didn't even fucking listen to us.
Nothing happened to me though. It was good.
Thank the good Lord, Dave.
Yeah, I do every day of my life, Mike. Every day. Every day. Thank you, Jesus.
It is a miracle that you did not die or go missing on your hike.
I did hurt my back, though. I was playing some pickleball, and I think I pulled my back. It's very sore. I've been hurting all week. But the joys of getting old, it's not great.
Look, I walked out of my garage today down the step, and I kind of rolled my ankle, and that's going to hurt for a week and a half. That's just what happens when you're an old person.
Yeah, oh, I know it.
It was a simple roll. I stepped on a shoe and rolled my ankle.
You think it's broken?
No, I think it's just rolled, but it's going to hurt like a motherfucker for 10 days, and that'll be it. I get out of bed on a daily basis, and my ankles, as soon as I stand up, are sore for like the first 5 steps, and then I have to like wiggle it out, and then they're fine. Yeah. Why?
My right ankle, I believe I broke when I was much younger, and it probably never healed properly.
Did you blow it off with a firework?
No, I did not do that.
Okay. It was a 50-50 chance.
So anytime I hit it wrong, like it hurts a lot to this day.
You got like bone on bone action.
I don't know. It's just that, you move it wrong, it hurts.
Well,
from that car wreck that I was in, breaking my pelvis and all that shit, my hips are all fucked.
You at least have an excuse. Yeah. You went through a pretty traumatic accident.
Yeah.
I just wake up. I'm just in pain.
I fucking hear you, man.
How often are you in pain with your hips though? Like, is it a daily thing? Because I know you used to use like that pain like ointment and lotion.
When it gets colder. Yeah. But now that I'm getting older, like I'm going to be
get worse.
38.
Oh my God, you're so old.
Yep. Dude, I'm almost 39, so I
feel you guys are going to be dead soon.
I'm 1 foot in the grave.
It is getting worse as I'm getting older.
Yeah. I mean, I probably won't make it to 60 at this point. I'm just broken down. It is what it is.
Broken down.
Just an old broken down NASCAR Creed Nickelback fan trying to live my life the best I can.
That's really all you can do.
Dreaming of my glory days, fucking hoes, and drinking booze, and natty lights, and NASCAR races, and
natty lights,
wrestling matches, and goddamn, I lived a good life.
You're getting me emotional over here, man. That's been a hell of a life, hasn't it? And we'll cap it all off next week when I go see Creed.
Yeah, it's quite a cap off.
Yeah.
Where are you sitting for that? Like, what's the setup?
It's the queue.
Okay.
So it's the big one.
Yeah.
I want to say like we're lower bowl, like 5th, 6th row, I think.
Nice.
Should be good seats. I don't really remember like the stage setup, but yeah. I don't think it's sold out at all. Like I think tickets are still readily available.
Oh my God, I should go.
Yeah. I can't, but like it's a very odd venue. Like, did they think they would sell that out?
I don't know.
I'm not sure what that tour is doing, but
right.
I feel like a big arena is a lofty goal. But I don't know where else.
So
I don't know where else you'd play though in Cleveland. That's like between that and like House of Blues,
at the
or like a
Masonic Temple.
How many does that hold?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, what if, Dave? What if, as the poet Scott Stapp once said.
So a lot of obscene statements have been made on this show, and that might be the most obscene ever.
So get into a quick recap on the missing 411 phenomena. It's the unexplained disappearances of people, often in national parks or remote wilderness areas, documented and investigated by author and former law enforcement officer David Politis. His research focuses on cases where people vanish under unusual circumstances, often without a trace, and sometimes in places they'd be expected to stand out or easily be found. Many disappearances happen near bodies of water, dense forests, or rugged terrains, and those who are found alive often can't recall how they survived or how they got lost. The cases don't follow typical patterns of missing persons or animal attacks, leading to all the speculation that we've talked about over the years. The disappearances have strange details like victims being found in areas previously searched, shoes or clothing removed. Sometimes clothes are found perfectly intact years later, like nothing ever happened to them, or search dogs are unable to pick up a scent.
That whole one with the clothes found neatly stacked years later and in perfect condition is the creepiest of all of this stuff, because that means somebody was fucking holding these people. And
I feel like there was a few of those we discussed, right?
Man.
Or like that kid's shoe showed up dead. Jared. I can't remember his last name, but
dude,
like his shoe was like nothing was wrong with it.
Yeah. That is really scary stuff.
David Paulides, an authority on missing people and mustaches.
He does have a really good mustache.
Maybe my favorite mustache ever.
Really?
It's a good one. It's so
It's
dark.
a good one.
At least in those photos, like that, his hair is so dark. Like it's a power mustache.
Is it better than Magnum PI? Who has the better one? Paulides or Magnum PI?
I like Paulides because of how dark it is.
All right.
But they're both really good. There's a lot of good contenders out there in the mustache game. I would throw out fucking Ravishing Rick Rude.
Oh, he's got a good mustache.
That with his mullet, his perm mullet.
Yeah.
It's whew,
It's a good mustache.
come on. I'm half chub just thinking about it.
The Rick era where he was wearing Jake's wife, her face on his trunks.
Man.
That mustache is great.
Wearing another man's wife on your crotch. That's some heel heat, man. They don't do it like that anymore.
Magnum PI once shot a guy dressed up as a nun, so he's got some street cred too. You ever see that clip?
I have not seen a lot of Magnum PI clips.
Back on August 1st, 2018, 27-year-old Samantha Sam Claire Sayers went missing while on a solo hike to Vesper Peak in Washington's North Cascades, part of Mount Baker's Snoqualmie National Forest. At the time of her disappearance, Sam was 5'8" and weighed around 125 pounds. She was diagnosed with alopecia in high school and decided to shave her head regularly because she found wigs were too uncomfortable. She had some star tattoos on her head that were designed by her mom, along with a few piercings. After high school, she earned a bachelor's degree in technical theater and theater design and technology from the State University of New York in 2013. She was a nature lover and an experienced hiker who often visited Vesper Peak, about 90 minutes from her home in Seattle. At the time, she was dating Kevin Dares, a 33-year-old real estate agent from New Orleans. She and Kevin hit it off right away after meeting on Tinder. He described her as, quote, super smart, cool, funny, super driven, and everything you'd want in a partner. After meeting Kevin, Sam left her job at the Seattle Repertory Theater and earned her real estate license. Just get into where she would go hiking, kind of get an idea of it. Washington's North Cascades, it's 6,221 feet tall, and you can get there on the Mountain Loop Highway. If you're planning to hike up, there's two main trail options, the Sunrise Mine Trail and the Vesper Peak Trail. The Sunrise Mine Trail is 4 miles long, and it usually takes about 4 hours and 41 minutes to complete. The Vesper Peak Trail is 7 miles long, and it's not for beginners. It's a more advanced trail. Like if you were someone like me and you get like 20 minutes into, you'd be like, oh, I fucked up. Like this was a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not for you guys.
Do hikes last longer than 20 minutes?
Well, what this one say? 4 hours and 41 minutes, pal.
What? Just drive. Why are you walking so much?
I would get like 30 minutes into something. I'd be like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
And then guess what? You got 30 minutes back now.
Yeah.
I like hiking. Big fan.
Yeah, it's walking. It's walking.
It's communing with nature.
I'm cool with walking, like pretty just like chill trails, like our metro parks kind of stuff.
Like a paved trail.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'd like. I'm cool with that.
No elevation changes.
Yeah, or minimal elevation. Yeah,
You go up a little mound.
yeah.
I like a more rustic setting and, sides of mountains.
I like our trails over here. Like there's the occasional deer every once in a while, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like a hotel suite that overlooks a mountain. I mean, don't get me wrong, mountains are gorgeous. When I'm in a bathrobe sipping on a coffee or a whiskey, depending on the time of day.
And either is acceptable at any hour.
It's vacation. It's vacation.
Sam was hoping to find someone to join her for a hike up Vesper Peak, but no one was available that day. So she decided to go alone, which is something that she had done multiple times before. On August 1st, 2018, around 8 a.m., Sam left the apartment that she shared with her boyfriend, Kevin. Kevin sent her a text reminding her to be careful and to reach out if she needed anything. Sam headed out in a green sports bra, a maroon jacket, gray yoga pants, and hiking boots. She packed a black or blue backpack, wore a tan hat, and she had hiking poles. She got to the Sunrise Mine trailhead between 10 and 10:30 a.m. There she parked, signed the trail register, and started her hike. Other hikers remembered seeing Sam with having a bald head and tattoos on her head. She stood out.
Is signing a trail register common, or does that mean it's difficult and it's kind of like a waiver type thing?
I'm guessing that's backcountry hiking, so people are aware of where you're at. I don't do that kind of hiking.
So you're saying this means like it's a little more serious.
Yeah. You're out there in it.
So
park rangers
if they ask you to sign a waiver, just go home. Go home.
I don't think
go to the rec center and get on the treadmill.
I just do normal trail hikes. I've never signed trail registers, so.
Well, that's why I wrote that in the outline, like 20 or so minutes in. You'd be like, oh, I really fucked up. Because, this was like serious climbing over some boulders and shit.
Oh,
and
most definitely.
If you're going to make me sign a waiver to walk, I'm going to go ahead and just say, I trust you. This is not for me. This is not for me. Thank you for presenting me with this clipboard. I'm not going to sign it. I'm going to turn around and go home. Can I get some fluids just for the walk back to my car? Please. You have an IV available?
Some fluids. That's a real hiker.
Yeah.
I'm not
I'm
not a real hiker.
She's got the sticks and everything. It's not even snow, and she's fucking got the little gimmicks.
It helps. It helps a lot. Did you see that?
Do you use those?
No, I don't.
What does it do?
I just like to go walk in the woods. I don't do that kind of fucking... It helps you what? It makes it a lot easier on you.
Helps you probably pull up.
Sure, maybe that's what it is for the
Some lady the other day just broke the record for the Appalachian Trail. Did you guys see that? Where you hike from like Georgia to Maine on the Appalachian Trail. I think she did it in 40 days, which is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. I believe one of our missing 401 cases was trying to do that hike.
You're right, yeah. It is wild. I read a book on a guy that completed it, and it's something. It's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, it's a long fucking walk.
Yeah.
Well, Forrest Gump ran coast to coast, but I'm not here to compete with anybody.
Did we do like we talked about Forrest Gump not too long ago, right? And talked about him going in space.
Yeah.
Did we do that? And someone said, I saw someone comment that in the book, he actually did go to space. And I said, the book? There's a fucking book? Someone wrote a stupid book about this?
I do remember that because I said, no, pal, that was Apollo 13. You're thinking of the wrong Tom Hanks.
Apparently in the Forrest Gump quote unquote novel, he actually went to space.
So was the movie based on a book? I would never heard that.
Yes, after I investigated, which...
The movie is based. The book wasn't written after.
That's what I thought. I'm like, it's one of those, like
a
movie-ized books that they write after the fact. Like I read the Halloween book.
I didn't know there was a Halloween book.
There's a bunch of those. I've read a couple before, but yeah, this was a actual novel that they based the movie on. And he actually fucking went to space. Allegedly, that's what people said in the book. I'm not going to read the book because it's absurd.
Now it just reminds me of like Ernest Goes to Space. Something like that. Ernest goes to camp. Ernest goes to prison.
Oh, man. You fucking believe that's a book?
No, I had never heard that. That's crazy.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't even remember seeing like in the credits, like based on the novel by. They fucking rear-ended that author. Anyways.
He's unknown, right?
I couldn't tell you. I didn't even know it was a book.
What if it was like Stephen King as like a ghost writing it, and he was just like, "Nah, this one's just for Hollywood."
So after climbing over 4,000 feet, Sam finally reached the summit. The weather was great, so even on a weekday, there were quite a few hikers around. Several people saw her. One witness placed her at the summit between 2 and 3 p.m. This witness said that she was eating a sandwich and watching other rock climbers nearby. She was also talking with some people. Sam was supposed to be back home by 6 p.m. that evening, but when she didn't come home, Kevin started getting worried, like after around an hour or so of her being late. He was trying to call her cell phone a bunch of times, but it kept going straight to voicemail. So he headed out to the Sunrise Mine Trail around 8 p.m., getting there between 9 and 10 p.m. On his way there, he made a stop at a gas station to grab a flashlight. Once he got to the trail, he was shocked to see that her blue Ford Fiesta was still parked there, and he immediately knew that something was wrong. So Kevin started doing the Vesper Peak Trail in pitch black with a little flashlight from the gas station.
Cool.
Like, that's badass, right? Like, that's...
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some bears out there, and you're in pitch black with a little gas station flashlight. So good on this guy, yeah. That's something.
The first part of the trail winds a lot through dense trees, and then you have to cross a river, which that means jumping across some boulders that are sitting in a few feet of water. Kevin got past all of this, which was pretty close to the summit, but he tripped and broke his flashlight, so he had to go back. All he had was his cell phone flashlight, which was worse than the one that he just broke. So I get that. Like, if you can't see, you know, you can't move forward, at least you know what's behind you and you can trace backwards.
Yeah.
Like if you could like fall off a ledge or some shit, like, I don't, you know,
Fuck yeah.
you can't see in front of yourself really.
And I'm sure it's agonizing because you're like, fuck, my girlfriend's missing out here and I can't do anything but go back now.
Yeah. It's like pure panic mode.
That's a tough spot to be in.
When Kevin got back to his car, he drove 20 miles down the Mountain Loop Highway to the Verlot Public Service Center, a U.S. Forest Service spot. It was closed, but there was a payphone there. I didn't say it before, but this area had really bad cell phone service.
They must have had Verizon.
We've all been there.
Oh, welcome to Chicago. You're in the middle of the city. Oh, that's weird. I don't have a Verizon cell signal.
I feel like that's based on a true story, Dave.
Everywhere in the country. Every time I land on a plane,
Yeah.
I can't get a fucking signal. Everyone around me is checking their phone with full signals. Not me with my Verizon. SOS. Why? Why is this? It
We
makes
all
no
have
sense.
Verizon, don't we? Do you have Verizon?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in
Why
the middle.
do we all have Verizon?
I don't know.
Oh, fucking
I don't like
terrible.
change.
It's awful.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't want that.
It's a lot of work, man.
I'm not walking into an AT&T, that's for sure.
Like, oh, I'm in a major metropolitan metropolis here. Why would I have a cell signal?
I actually don't have very bad luck with my cell service. I don't know. I don't. It's not often that I don't have service.
My music buffers sometimes, and I'm not happy about that.
Yeah.
There's certain
Like just
streets,
at home? Oh,
no,
just
like driving around. Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's certain roads. If I try to switch a song while I'm on that road, stuff, you know, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Which is not cool.
I'm fine here, but land in a fucking airport in the middle of a city somewhere. Nope. Chicago, Orlando, anywhere. SOS. Okay.
What are the options, right? AT&T and T-Mobile.
T-Mobile.
You just
Yeah.
need to upgrade, Dave, from your iPhone 5. It's time to upgrade.
I'm gonna get that fucking consumer cellular in a second. Like, what am I fucking paying for? Fucking me all the time.
God damn.
Fucking Verizon. Terrible.
Between 1:30 a.m. and 2 a.m., Kevin was still at the Public Service Center when Sergeant John Adams from the Snohomish County Sheriff's Office and his deputy, Peter Teskey, they had to talk Kevin down Like there's not a ton we can do in the dark. You're lucky that you're not missing two kind of thing, because he wanted to go back out there.
Of course, yeah. How could you not? That's got to be fucking maddening. Sure. I've never been in a situation like that where I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, and thankfully I've never.
Sure.
I don't know what that feels like. The search for Sam officially launched on Thursday, August 2nd, 2018. The Snohomish County Sheriff's Office took the lead, and it quickly became one of their biggest rescue operations ever. Volunteers arrived and split into teams to sweep the trail. Sergeant Adams brought in the county Snowhawk helicopter and using its infrared cameras to scan for any heat sources, but they found nothing. Experienced climbers from Everett Mountain Rescue, who knew Vesper Peak inside and out, joined the search. Within days, more search and rescue teams from 5 other counties pitched in, along with 4 mountain rescue groups. Trained dogs and expert trackers scoured the area for any signs of footprints, while other people searched the creeks, but again, nothing. On August 4th, 3 days into the search, the Air Force Rescue Coordination Center was tracking Sam's cell phone for any pings off nearby towers. The last time it pinged was the afternoon of August 1st, near the summit. Since then, nothing. Then, out of nowhere, a ping showed up in Belltown, Seattle, which was where her and Kevin's apartment was. Seattle police checked her and Kevin's apartment, but Sam wasn't there. The ping actually came from Kevin's mom, Dawn, who had flown in from Louisiana. She had been at the carrier's office all day, like AT&T, whoever the cell carrier was, trying to get information on Sam's missing phone. They'd cloned Sam's phone onto Dawn's, which triggered the unexpected ping.
Oh, man. False hope.
After 3 weeks, the authorities called off the search on August 23rd, 2018, without finding any trace of Sam. Sergeant John Adams said that they'd chased every lead, spoken with all witnesses who came forward, and searched every possible route Sam could have taken. Since August 2nd, they'd logged 357 hours in the air, 105 hours of drone surveillance, and 82 hours by the Marine unit on Spada Lake. The sheriff's search and rescue team had put in 329 hours, while volunteers from across the state added thousands more, but nothing, never a single trace. This might be the most extensive search I think we've talked about for a missing 411 case.
That's a lot of hours.
And not a single bit of evidence. Kevin put together his own search team to keep searching unofficially. A guy named Dave Francis, who had lost his son 13 years earlier, ran a foundation for families of missing adults in the wilderness. And he met Kevin and suggested bringing in a guy named Bud Carr, who was a mountain expert and Eagle Scout. Sounds like a real intense type of guy.
His name's Bud, sure.
I met him once.
Is that right?
I don't want to brag, but we got into a little altercation and he tapped. Anyways, go on. It has nothing to do with the story. It has nothing to do with the story, but
they launched Operation Relentless Pursuit, is what they called it. In Kevin's apartment, they mapped everything out. Kevin also had his dad, a command chief warrant officer in the Louisiana National Guard, there to manage their mountain base camp. By mid-October, with snow making things dangerous, Kevin and Bud Carr decided to end their search and leave the mountain. Kevin went back a few times alone until mid-November, but found nothing. No trace.
6 years, nothing's ever been found.
Mm-mm.
A lot of people out that day. A lot of eyewitnesses saw her at the summit.
You'd think with like an animal attack, maybe you'd eventually find it.
Eventually.
Like something. Article of clothing. Usually we always hear that, at least, you know.
Is this one maybe because there's like a lot of these ones we talk about, they're out hiking with someone or camping with someone. She just goes missing on her own. Is this an abduction case? Is this like a Delphi type thing?
It could be a Israel Keys type person.
Yeah, and someone just grabbed her and took her completely away from the area, so you're not going to find a single thing.
It's like down the mountain, maybe buried her. 'Cause it's not like you can.
Or just took her. Yeah, maybe.
You couldn't get off the trail, though. Someone would have seen you.
Well, if they're having you
forcing
sign fucking paperwork.
Well, and it seems like it was busy that day. Someone would have seen you forcing a woman down the trail. Like that doesn't seem
But
possible.
you could have
off trail
grabbed her and just took her. I mean, if you're experienced in that terrain in that area, that's almost kind of how I feel about this one.
Doesn't seem like an animal attack.
No, you would think that you would at least find like a shoe or something if it was an animal attack.
And if it was that busy, would you not hear screams or something, or an animal feasting?
Yeah.
Just the amount of hours put in and how professional everything was to not find anything.
I mean, it leads me back to the feral people that dragged her off the mountain and
took her wherever they live.
Wherever feral people reside these days.
These days.
They might be migratory. I don't know where they're at. Might be in Cuyahoga Valley National Park now.
Could be.
Watch out.
Don't you dare ruin his one favorite place to walk.
That's true. What do you think? They live underground?
Are they like mole people? Or is there just enough vast area that they can stay hidden without actually being underground?
I think there's a lot more forest than you think.
Yeah.
Like when you watch a big drone like overfly of forest area, like, oh yeah, somebody could hide in there.
Definitely.
Like on the side of mountains and
where
shit.
no one goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've been there for 50 years or 100 years or whatever we think the origin story of these feral people is.
Probably interbreeding and stuff.
Yeah. Probably fucking hot as shit.
Hot as shit?
Yeah, we know inbreeding produces some fine human specimens in the looks department. The aesthetics are off the charts.
Can't argue with facts, can you?
Hello, inbred person. You are very aesthetically pleasing to me.
Sounds like something a brother would say to their incestual cousin.
It might be.
You really think those are the people that are abducting these hikers, though?
I think there's people fucking that live off the grid out there that are not accounted for by the U.S. Census that we take every 10 years.
I mean, that could be too. Like, it's not necessarily a fucking like generation of inbred people out there. It could just be some lunatic that just decided to go off the grid.
That too, absolutely. Or does the inbred family be like, all right, we've reached the extent of our chromosomal abilities and we need to bring an outsider in or we're going to kill our whole clan off.
Fresh blood. Fresh blood. I think I'm open to all of the above.
Yeah.
There's not a wrong answer here.
There's not a wrong answer. It's fucking terrifying, man. There's no explanation for this.
There really
you fell
isn't.
off the side. They searched everywhere. You hurt yourself. You couldn't get up. You starved or whatever. An animal found you. Like the animal's not dragging you off and eating you completely, including your bones where you're not going to be found. That's not what happened.
No.
At the time of his disappearance, Mike Huron was 51 years old, was 5'10", and weighed around 185 pounds. He grew up in East Tennessee and went to Lanier High School, where he played football. After high school, Mike worked for the Park Service clearing trails. Then he got into building, launching a successful business, Michael Huron Builders, which his sons, Matt and Andy, also worked for. The firm had sold most of its housing stock in 2007, right before the 2008-2009 housing crash. So he didn't have any signs of financial trouble or anything that would make him, go off the grid or something. Mike knew the Happy Valley area inside out, along with a 100-acre cattle farm he owned there. He'd often explored caves, and he would go deep into the nearby Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So again, a really experienced guy. Happy Valley is a small, unincorporated community of about 500 people in Blount County, Tennessee. It sits in a narrow valley along the northwestern edge of the Great Smoky Mountains. The park's landscape is rugged and steep cliffs and massive boulders along with dense areas of trees that can be a real issue for anyone who decides to leave the trails. Wildcats are in the area, along with black bears. And each March and April, hungry bears come out of hibernation, making them especially dangerous because they're looking for food. Even in the summertime, there's bear attacks on people in the Smokies. So
I've been seeing a lot of videos of just downtown Gatlinburg these days with bears just fucking
just
walking right through
like
town.
they own that bitch.
Crazy. I've been to Gatlinburg a lot. We used to go there a lot, and
I've been there.
but just
There's
walking
so
through
many
town
fucking
like
people.
that, it's too overcrowded now. There's just so many
It's
fucking
ridiculous.
people there.
I couldn't imagine a bear just kind of meandering on through that area.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
a gorgeous area. It's just very
I love
overpopulated.
it down there. It's just not in the city anymore. It's too packed. I hate people. I don't want to see any people.
Fuck people. I'm glad they're disappearing on hikes.
on Saturday, August 23rd, 2008, Andy said his dad, Mike, called him around 9:30 a.m. to let him know that he was leaving his condo in Maryville, Tennessee, and was heading over to pick up a lawnmower and trailer to mow a property in Happy Valley. Andy wasn't home when his dad called, but Andy told Mike that he was on his way back and could help load up the mower onto the trailer. Matt said he also got a voicemail from his dad saying the same thing. It would have taken Andy 30 minutes to get home, so Mike didn't want to wait to load the mower. Andy said that he passed his dad driving and he had the mower loaded onto the trailer.
He did it by himself.
Yeah.
Nice.
A few hours later, around 11 a.m., Mike's neighbors near his cattle ranch saw him pull in with the mower on his trailer. About 30 minutes later, neighbors saw him on his four-wheeler ATV and said he waved just before he drove down Bell Branch Road. Matt and Andy went on with their weekends, figured it was normal not to talk to their dad since they usually saw him at work. They assumed he'd call and return the mower and trailer when he was done in Happy Valley. On Sunday, August 24th, around 2 p.m., their grandmother, Alma, called. She was worried she hadn't heard from Mike and couldn't reach him on his cell. That was unusual, even with the kind of spotty reception they had in Happy Valley. Alma told Matt and Andy that she and their grandfather had walked about 5 minutes from their house on Happy Valley Road to Mike's place on Bell Branch Road that morning and knocked on the door, but no one answered. They noticed his truck was still in the driveway with the mower and trailer attached, and the grass hadn't been cut either.
Well, fuck, Grandma. Kick the door down and see what's doing.
At first, the brothers weren't too concerned. Mike sometimes got busy tending to his 40 cattle or doing work around the farm. Like the grass not being cut yet could have meant that he got caught up doing other stuff. Whatever ranchers do in their car hurts.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Weird stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah. They ride around on horses and lasso those cattle.
Horses.
Brand them.
Probably riding on ponies or something. The ponies that are attached to the little center thing and they just
Yeah,
walk in a circle
yeah.
like at the fair.
You should wa-
You're a real tough guy, Mike.
You should watch Yellowstone and see what real cowboys do.
I saw that guy in Dazed and Confused. He looked like a pothead to me.
I fucking love that show so much. It's awesome.
I still have yet to watch it.
It's so good. Season, second half of the last season, whatever fucking season it is. 5? Second half of season 5 just started this past weekend.
Good.
Yeah, so far. See what happens. I'm not going to give any spoilers, obviously.
Yeah.
I once held the door open for Kevin Costner and he said thanks. So,
Yeah?
pretty good.
How about that?
Pretty good friends.
Jennifer Garner, too, huh?
She introduced me to her dad.
Nice.
So that's all a shoot. Everything I just said is actually true. Just saying, not long after she introduced me to her dad, her and Ben Affleck broke up. I'm not saying I'm the reason, but I'm not saying I'm not the reason. Time will tell.
It was.
Sweat, you're going to fucking see me in the background of one of her Capital One commercials. Just me just fucking sitting there, and you're like, was that fucking Mike? This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When was the last time you stopped and thanked someone in your life? A coworker, a friend, maybe even your therapist. This month is all about gratitude. And if there's one person we don't thank enough, it's ourselves. It's sometimes hard to remind ourselves that we're trying our best to make sense of everything. And in this crazy world, that isn't easy. So here's a reminder to send some thanks to the people in your life, including yourself. Therapy provides us with an opportunity to reflect on who we are and what we appreciate. It allows us to better ourselves and is a way to give yourself a mental health hug and say thank you. Therapy can also be a great way to learn positive coping skills, set boundaries, and empower yourself to be the best version of you. Therapy is not just for those who've experienced trauma. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, why not give BetterHelp a try? It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time at no additional charge. So let the gratitude flow with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/necro today and get 10% off your first month. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/necro.
Around 8:30 the next morning, Alma called again. She still hadn't heard from Mike. That's when Matt and Andy realized that they needed to check on him. Matt drove over to Mike's condo in Maryville, where Mike stayed a few nights a week. There, two of Mike's vehicles, a Mercedes and a Harley, were still in the garage. The bed was made and the lights were off. The only vehicle missing was his pickup truck, which Matt already knew was at the farm. Nothing seemed out of place. After checking the condo, Matt met up with Andy, and they both headed to the farm. Alma had already gone back to the farmhouse to see if Mike had turned up, but when she got there, she called the brothers to let them know that everything was still as it was. The ATV was in the front yard, and Mike's truck was parked by the house with the mower still attached to the trailer. When Matt and Andy looked in the truck, they found it weird. The windows were down, the doors were unlocked, and Mike's keys, ID, money clip, and cell phone were still inside. They also realized that the ATV that their grandmother had seen was actually his old one. The new one that Mike had bought recently was missing.
Like he pulled in real quick, jumped out of his truck and hopped on his ATV and went somewhere. Saw something.
Yeah, it gives you the impression that he took off in a rush. Matt and Andy hooked a flat onto the old ATV and started searching their dad's property, driving all the trails and checking nearby campgrounds in the national park, but found nothing. By 3 or 4 p.m., they decided it was time to call 911. They first spoke to the National Park Service, since the farm was near the park boundary, but were transferred to the Blount County Sheriff's Office to file a missing persons report. Around 6 or 7 p.m., the sheriff's office and search teams arrived at the farm just after it was getting dark. They talked to Mike's neighbors and were hoping to pick up his scent with a search dog, but they couldn't get one. About a half an hour into the search, a heavy rain started, and that didn't let up for days.
If you need to pick up this Mike's scent, you just tune your nose to week old tuna. You'll find them.
It's not my fault. If it's not that, you'll pick up the pizza rolls and chili dogs. Just follow that scent as well.
You know, I was at Walmart the other day trying to buy.
Why?
I was looking for Stouffer's French bread pizzas. They don't carry them.
Which ones do they carry?
Do you believe that shit?
No. Well, the
Red Baron?
Red Baron's not bad if they had that.
They didn't have anything like none of the like French bread pizzas, just the regular, your standard
like frozen pizzas.
Yeah, I got a couple Totinos.
The dollar thing ones.
Yeah.
No French bread.
I was really hoping for a
fuck's Walmart
Stouffer's
doing?
French bread pizza, and they didn't have any. I was very disappointed. Just thought I'd point that out.
I really want a fucking French bread pizza.
That's so fucking good.
I have I think it's Red Baron Supreme frozen pizza sitting in my freezer right now. That might be my dinner tonight. Yeah.
Do we still have the Stouffer outlet store here? Because I used to go just pick up cases of those
I didn't even know
French
that was a
bread ones.
thing.
Where
It's in Solon. You could just
because
get
they used to be like based out, or they had a big headquarter over there, right?
Yeah, it was like the wholesale outlet
I don't
store, and you
know.
could just pick up a case of 30 Stouffer's French bread pizzas for.
I wonder GFS. You probably could get that.
Yeah, I don't know.
The drug mart by us has Stouffer's French breads.
Nice.
Individual, but I mean, you're not getting a case of them.
Yeah.
You could buy a case of them,
Sure.
but then you just fill in your shopping cart. I bet GFS would have that. That's where I get my Fiestadas. I think I talked about those in the
brought
show.
some
Have I
over.
talked those?
Yeah, you gave
the
us
show?
some when you got the case.
Yeah,
of them.
because I got like 86 of them. So Fiestadas are essentially like Mexican pizzas, I think is the old term for them.
The white people term.
Yeah. But even like in school growing up, we call them Fiestadas.
Oh, really?
And they're like the little hexagon shaped
yeah.
Mexican, and it's really just like Mexican cheese and little like ground beef meatballs on them that look like little deer droppings.
Delicious.
They're so fucking good.
Oh yeah.
They are very good.
But anyways, at GFS, you can buy a fucking shit ton of them. It'd be nice to get a Stouffer's. I've never had a bad French bread pizza. So even if they didn't have Stouffer's, I would maybe accept something else.
I might have to head out to the outlet
to Solon?
store this weekend. 'Cause
You better make sure they're open before you make that trip.
I used to go buy just a couple cases of those, and you put
Did you
60
really?
of them in your freezer. Those are the fucking best things in the world.
They are so good.
Oh my
It's funny
god,
to
they're
me.
so good.
You make fun of me for all my shit, and you're going out driving an hour for a case of French bread pizza.
The dilemma is cooking them and allowing enough time to let them cool, though. I could never do that. And I always burn the roof of my mouth because I couldn't wait long enough.
My rule with those is the same rule I have with the pizza rolls. You make them, and I know you want them. Once you take them out of the oven, you quickly put them on a plate, and you open that last beer. Drink that beer. By the time you're done, they're ready to, you just dive right in.
That's a pretty good rule of thumb.
You just dive right in.
Excellent.
Now, when you're starving, I get it. Sometimes you just got to kind of fucking hot bite that shit. With the Stouffer's, do you go Supreme? Because that's what I like, the Supreme ones.
I think just the meat.
The three meat one,
ones. Yeah.
That one's good too. I like the Supreme if you can find those though. That's what I would get with my frozen pizzas too. And those, what's the one you bought? The Tostinos, the dollar one?
Totino's.
Totino, excuse me, not Tostitos. It's not chips. If I'm going to debase myself and buy one of those, I get the Supreme.
I do get the Supreme with those.
Yeah.
Those are good.
There's more flavor with that because at least you're getting
good
something
pizza.
going on. I don't know about that.
I'm a big fan of
I
those.
don't know about all that. I like dipping those Tostinos, Totino's pizzas in like a and it's the only time I ever use ranch with hot sauce and mix it all up.
Sure.
That's what I like to dip that.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You got to have a good dipping game. You got to.
For that frozen stuff, you have
For
to.
anything.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I like to make chicken thighs in my air fryer and dip those in a mixture of blue cheese and sriracha.
Damn.
That'd be
Delicious.
awesome. I love sriracha. Blue cheese is good too, but I really like sriracha.
That is
Chicken
really
thighs are
off the
underrated
rails
as
here.
well.
Chicken thighs is the best part of the chicken.
Yeah. Underrated.
It's delicious.
Underrated part of a chicken. I like thighs on women. I like thighs on chicken. So what's it to ya? What's it to
favorite.
ya? If I can slap blue cheese and sriracha on a woman's thighs, I might just dive right in.
What's stopping you, pal? What's stopping you?
New kink unlocked. Ladies, hit me up if you're down to clown. You got to provide the sriracha and blue cheese though, and we won't refund your money.
And no Kraft blue cheese because we're not eating shit.
No, you better get spring
Good
for the
stuff.
high end
Yeah,
stuff.
good stuff.
Come on, it's your body. Are you gonna put Kraft on your thighs?
Your twat's gonna break out and fucking hide if you put Kraft blue cheese on it. What are you, crazy? You gotta get the high end stuff.
And we thought we went
Some
on.
Ken's blue cheese, maybe some Newman's Own, something good.
Ken's would
Not
be
the
all right.
Kraft.
Look, I want Paul Newman on your thighs. That's all I want is Paul Newman on your
What I'm
thighs.
saying.
We
You
thought
want a
we went-
Hy-Vee twat? No.
We went off the rails when I submitted a guy with my cock. Here we are, eating blue cheese off women's thighs.
Ken's blue cheese is very good.
Is that your go-to?
It's good.
No, I like
No, I can't wait for this bougie answer.
Wishbone. Lower end. It's very good, though.
Wishbone. I like their Italian.
Ken's
dressing.
good, though, too. Wishbone. It's good
Okay.
blue cheese.
Okay.
It's my favorite blue cheese. Blue cheese in Thousand Island. No other dressing will do.
I'm not a big Thousand Island fan.
That's the best.
Italian and Caesar are my go-tos. I like blue cheese.
Blue cheese is my favorite.
Excellent. It's one of the greatest tastes in the world. Mm-hmm. It
It's
is
an extreme statement.
fucking fantastic.
On August 26th, around 12:05 p.m., one of Mike's friends came across his missing ATV while checking the area near Happy Valley Loop, which was a road connecting Bell Branch Road and about a mile from Mike's house. The ATV was found in a spot Mike rarely went to, close to an abandoned cabin, near but not within the national park boundary. It wasn't parked as if he'd stopped intentionally. Instead, it looked like he had jumped off in a rush. Also, the ATV had no damage and still had fuel in the tank. Seeing the ATV, the brothers felt certain that this wasn't an accident. The ATV had been left in high gear, sitting on a steep hill with the ignition switch on and the kill switch off, something their dad would never do, knowing it would drain the battery. On August 27th, deputies and over 50 volunteers searched the area where the ATV was found. No trace of Mike turned up, and the heavy rain washed away a lot of evidence or potential evidence. There were no footprints near the ATV, no clear path through the thick brush, and the search dogs couldn't pick up a scent beyond the truck back at Mike's house. They also found no signs of an animal attack, no torn clothing, no blood, bones, nothing like that, no evidence of a struggle. The search covered around 450 acres, searching some areas multiple times. They brought in a helicopter, cadaver dogs, deputies, and private citizens on horseback and ATVs. They also did grid searches on foot, covering roughly 50 miles of hiking trails. Drones were used to map the area, and divers dragged 2 ponds on Mike's property. With nothing, not a single lead, the search wrapped up on August 29th. In January 2009, another search turned up a piece of clothing near where the ATV was found, but it didn't match anything of Mike's. They also found bones in a nearby fire pit, but those turned out to be from a cow. So nothing of Mike ever.
Yeah. This just feels like there's a lot of urgency around whatever happened. Like the windows, everything was left in the truck, jumped out, got on his ATV, eventually jumped off his ATV in what seems like a hurry for what? Like, what was the emergency? What was the urgency associated? Like, what was going on? And that would never allow your body or anything to be found.
Yeah. Or any trace of you.
Just nothing. Like, you're just gone.
Yeah.
Did he see a UFO up in the mountains? Jumped on his ATV, went up there. UFO suctioned him up with a white beam light right off his ATV.
Could be a Travis Waltman type thing. I don't know. Sounds like a tough guy, like a good outdoorsman type that's not just going to be, abducted easily, at least without a struggle.
Right.
And there's nothing.
No blood, no signs of anything.
And like the outdoors was pretty much like his whole life, like he had worked as a, for park services and
It's
stuff.
like a bear's not going to sneak up on him. He's not, some fucking New Englander who's never, in Tennessee for the first time. Oh, black bear, what?
Yeah.
It's very strange. The without a trace stuff is just...
Well, that's why it's the missing 411, right? Like if there was any other evidence, we might be covering this in some kind of true crime serial killer. It's consistent with all these stories of just completely vanishing.
And there's legitimate backstory to the potential of feral people in the Smoky Mountains, right? Like they forced, when they created the Smoky Mountains National Park, like there were cities in there, little towns and stuff, and they made people leave. And some of those people did not want to leave.
I feel like that could be an interesting show. Because I don't know a lot about that, but that could be a fun little like bonus show or something.
Yeah, I don't know like the details around that.
We've briefly talked about it before in some of these, but they're like, yeah, you guys got to leave now. And they're like, yeah, I don't think so.
Well, there were stories back in the day of, I think when we talked about, we did like a whole section on feral people, I believe, in one of these episodes, where they were talking about like in Civil War times, like guys that didn't, just like never came home and just went off the grid.
Yeah,
stuff.
I think you can go all the way back there, right?
Yeah. Like some stories of that happening and stuff.
It's a big country, man, with a lot of wide open spaces, and some people don't want to be on the grid.
Like Jesse Ventura.
Like Jesse Ventura.
Is he a feral person?
No, he likes to be off the grid. He's got a home in somewhere. Is it Mexico? Where does he have a
Is
house?
he in Mexico?
I don't know. He's got something, and it's like no internet. Like it's just a DVD player, and then they can. I don't know. It just he likes to go like 6 months. He goes and lives down there off the grid.
It actually doesn't sound bad to have no internet.
I think it's in the Baja.
Nothing.
Is that what he
Yeah.
said in the Baja? I don't know. But anyways, just off the grid, gets away. But he thinks it's because the government's watching him specifically because of the questions he asks.
Wow.
I don't need it for that.
You
reason.
sure about that, Jess?
I'm not saying that I believe everything he says, but I'm saying that Jesse Ventura is not the most radical person that we've ever had in our government.
No.
I like
Jesse
I kind of like Jesse Ventura.
He's great. When
I
he was
like
the
him.
governor of Minnesota, he was great. He had a lot of great ideas. Absolutely.
And I think he knows how to entertain. And I think his conspiracy theories is him entertaining. I think. But partially. I think he might believe some of it. But I think Jesse Ventura is a born entertainer with wrestling and the movies he's been in. He knows how to keep himself relevant.
He was a Navy SEAL, right?
He was a badass Navy
Fucking
SEAL.
American hero.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. He was a bad dude. I mean, he's probably still is a bad dude.
His Jonestown conspiracy stuff was pretty spot on. Like it was good reporting he did on that.
Yeah. Remember that show he had?
Yeah, what was that called?
Conspiracy theories, I think, with Jesse Ventura or something. He'd have his group around a table, and he'd fucking go Carl Monday people and try to get them to ask questions.
Hell yeah.
Can you imagine Jesse showing up on your front door trying to get answers?
I'd tell him whatever he wanted to know. Jess, what do you want to know? Let's sit down and talk. Come on in, pal. Bring your cameras. You want to see my title belts?
Yes, I fucked all those girls. No, I did not roofie them. Yes, they left happy.
Here's a pre-written list of my answers. I think you'll find that it all adds up.
My attorney has signed off on these answers, and they're acceptable.
Jesse Ventura's in a world of hurt if his, show is coming to me to answer questions.
Remember Mike Namapod claims to have fucked a lot of hoes in college.
Well,
On Sunday, August 28th, 2017, 33-year-old Rodney Letterman headed out with a friend to hike the Butterfield Trail in Arkansas's Ozark Mountains. Starting in Devil's Den State Park near Winslow, Arkansas, the Butterfield Trail is a 14-point mile loop that winds through creeks, climbs high ridges, and passes waterfalls and caves. Though part of it runs within the state park, most of the trail goes into the rugged Ozark National Forest. Rodney's wife, Stacia, said that he had high blood pressure and needed daily medication. Before leaving for the trip, he'd mentioned he wasn't feeling well. Rodney and his friend only made it about a mile from their vehicle when he sat down to rest. Some reports say that he just felt unwell, while others suggest he may have been having a medical emergency. His friend decided to hike back to the car to grab Rodney's blood pressure medication, but by the time he returned, Rodney was gone. Rodney had been carrying 1.5 liters of water, but had no backpack or camping gear. According to the Parks Department, Rodney didn't have much hiking experience. Like none at all.
None.
how far away? Like, how long were they gone to go back to the car?
It didn't sound like
I'm just
very
talking
long.
out loud,
Yeah, it
but,
didn't sound
like-
like very long.
Yikes.
This Devil's Den park, there was an abduction story we've done previously with guys got abducted by the UFO.
Terry Lovelace.
Terry Lovelace.
There's also missing 401 other cases in Devil's Den we've talked about.
It's a hotbed.
Sounds like a place you don't want to go. Aliens, feral people.
Arkansas.
Fuck that. Arkansas.
And Rodney, I don't know if you knew this, he was second cousin with David Letterman.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Absolutely not.
How would I know if that's a lie or not? The way you said that's like, I should know that.
Jesus. You just beating Ian down here for no reason. I'll be honest, I was going to say the same thing. You just beat me to it. I was going to be like, really?
I mean, I guess he might have been, but it's possible somewhere. But no, I just made that up.
Search and rescue teams using horses, ATVs, drones, and on foot searched nearly 4,000 acres in and around the park for over a week. Along the way, they found Rodney's cell phone, charger, and a flashlight. Some sources say the phone was found at a makeshift campsite, like old ones that people left behind. Law enforcement hasn't released any more details on the search, but by September 6th, 2017, the efforts were scaled back. Tim Scott, the assistant superintendent of Devil's Den, said they had no reason to think Rodney was in danger yet, adding that they were still treating it as a search for someone alive until they had evidence suggesting otherwise.
That's interesting.
September 6th from August 28th for a guy who has no hiking experience.
And allegedly, or not allegedly, like has medical conditions, like needs medication.
Yeah.
Guys, if I'm missing for 3 hours, assume I'm dead. Assume I'm dead.
Oh, we will.
I didn't
We
make
will.
it. It's fine.
We'll start booking your funeral.
Yeah, like don't even search. Just book like a memorial service.
I'd be like, hello, Stouffer's Outlet Store. You guys see Mike out there? Is he looking through the pizza section?
No, I thought you were going to just order a bunch for my service. Memorial
That's
service.
what I thought you were
Everyone
going
gets
with
their
that.
own personal French bread pizza.
Well, that's my follow-up call after we declare you deceased.
Oh, he's not there. Hey, do you got any discounts for funerals? While I got you on the phone. Yeah, don't even look for my body. Just do the service. I'm dead. It's fine. Just enjoy those French bread pizzas.
Oh, I will.
There's nothing publicly available about Rodney's friend, what their exact plan was, or even which trailhead they were using. The friend and his family have stayed quiet, other than Rodney's wife saying that Rodney said he was feeling exhausted before his trip. She hasn't spoken out anymore about his disappearance. There's also a question about Rodney's backpack. Most sources say he had his bottle of water and phone with him, but no backpack. However, his missing persons poster from Facebook says that he and his friend had camped the night before, which would suggest that he brought a backpack of some sort. There's also a photo believed to be from the day that Rodney disappeared or the day before, and that shows him wearing a large backpack, but it has never been found. On February 25th, 2019, a hiker found a human skull near a trail in Devil's Den State Park. The skull was sent to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for DNA testing and were confirmed to be Rodney. Park officials said that the spot where the skull was found was about 3 miles from the visitor center on land bordered by U.S. Forest Service property. The area is tough to reach, and Tim Scott, the assistant superintendent, was surprised that anyone had even managed to get there to find the skull in the first place, given how rugged the terrain is. Afterward, park officials reviewed search records and found that the area had actually been searched back in 2017 when they were looking for Rodney. This meant that Rodney, or at least his skull, somehow ended up there after the initial search teams had left.
Oh. Who did the autopsy, though? That guy that President Clinton appointed?
The West Memphis.
Yeah.
Was it the West Memphis 3?
No,
it was the
boys on the
tracks.
Yeah, that guy.
The decapitated guy's head. They called it a suicide.
They said the dog ate it
Yeah,
and then
something
threw
like
it
that.
back up.
Well, they found the head a couple of days later in a garbage can, and he was like, oh, yeah, the dog threw it up.
That's right.
Because he said the dog ate the head.
This was probably a pig skull. He's like, oh yeah, that's Rodney's head for sure. That's weird.
Very weird.
Like the part where everyone confirms they searched that area, nothing was there, and then they later find the body in that area.
Yeah.
Just makes you, it just conjures up images of like feral people fucking
leaving them behind,
bringing them back after the search party went through and stuff.
Yeah, like calculated. Yeah. Don't love that.
Like, what was the time? So the friend went to hike back, right?
The way that it reads when you read about this online, it doesn't seem like he would have been sitting there alone very long.
Yeah. They weren't that far out into it, right? A mile, right, from the vehicle?
Yeah, so not very far. I mean, far enough, but not crazy.
So presumably you're walking slow, 20-minute mile maybe, so 40 minutes tops, there and back. Rodney's gone, never to be seen again.
I guess a lot can happen in 40 minutes.
Yeah, I suppose.
But then how's his skull get way over into an area where, one, they've searched already, but then is very remote for a guy that is not... He sounds like it would be like me or Mike going out.
You're not saying, hey, I'm bored. My buddy's going to be back in a little bit. Let me venture off the trail.
Right, I'm probably just going to stay where I'm at.
See what's going on here, yeah.
But the other thing is,
See what's going on.
were they all non-hikers or just him?
I don't know.
Because we also said that there was rumors it was a medical emergency. They're not doing a 20-minute mile in a medical emergency. They're going to be quicker, his friends.
Probably
If he was having
That's a
a
good
health
point.
issue
That's a good point.
and they're trying to go get his medication, they're probably going to hustle, which maybe...
Well, it's just
I'm not
one,
saying it
it's
cuts
one
that time
guy,
in
right?
half,
One guy? Is just one guy his friend?
his
So
friend.
not a group, yeah, just one guy.
So one guy hustling, you could, 12-minute mile maybe,
sure.
which cuts that time almost in half.
Yeah.
24 minutes. That's still enough time to disappear. But like you guys said, he's not wandering off.
Yeah, like if his blood pressure's spiking and he needs his meds, right, he's sitting there.
Yeah, trying to relax.
Yeah, he's not getting up and fucking dicking around in some spot he's unfamiliar with as a non-outdoorsman type person. It leads you to believe someone or something grabbed them, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I can't even like wrap my mind around what the paranormal theory would be for missing 411.
Yeah, if it's not feral people, if it's not an animal,
Like there's no explanation other than something
Right.
paranormal. Then what is that?
like is it the Skinwalker wormhole opening up and a black figure crawls out of space
Just
and
snags
just pulls your skin off and slaughters you and fucking just punch your skull over there where they find it a couple years later? Like, yeah, exactly.
I don't think we've ruled that out. It
No,
might
we
be on
definitely
the
haven't ruled it out.
it's on the outside of our theories, but we have not ruled that out. It's a theory of interest.
And that does that something fuck with people and then leave the body back where they searched before?
With the clothes nicely folded.
Yeah.
But all they found was a skull, though.
I just mean,
Right.
some of those other ones.
Right. Where's the body then? Where's the rest of the skeleton?
I don't know.
Fucking weird, man. These stories are so weird.
Creepy. Well, good stuff. Any other final thoughts? Ian, anything else you discovered in your investigatories of this one?
No, as creepy as ever.
Yeah.
Feel bad for loved ones in those situations where someone just gone.
The not knowing aspect of any of these kind of stories is the worst.
Like if you thought about like if you
worst.
like try to put yourself in that situation, like say Angie went out for a hike and then it's just nothing. Not a shoe, not a shirt, nothing. Just gone forever.
Like if someone killed her, you deal with it. You get some closure at some point. You move on with your life. When you have this unknown, I don't know how you live with something like that.
I feel like I would go out there like all the time
every day
looking for something. You know?
Of course. I don't know how you live with something like that.
Who was that dad we talked about that would go out and get drunk? In that
Tim.
Like,
Miller,
that is
EquiSearch.
the most relatable thing
100%.
we have ever discussed. 'Cause
He
I feel
also
like-
had that, but he was waiting for a killer to come back. He had a gun on him.
But that's what I mean. Like he was just going out.
Yeah.
How
And
could
I
you
feel
not?
like that would be the end of my life because that's all I would do.
Yeah.
Like with that last story with, what was it, Mike? At least if you find the skull, there's that closure. I feel like you would be like, they're not suffering anymore. I know they're not in pain.
Yeah.
They're gone. Okay.
Yeah.
I will move on from that.
Well, Rodney. Was it Rodney we found a skull?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mike was the second
Dave
story.
Letterman's second cousin.
Yeah, Rodney.
We found
Rodney
that.
Letterman.
I think Dave went to his
Apologize to Dave and his family. But like at least then you're not going to bed thinking, are they tied up in a basement
I
somewhere?
know. That's exactly
are they,
what I mean.
Are they getting beaten every night? They're gone. Hopefully they're at peace where whatever they might be, wherever they are.
But then you would even feel guilty about thinking that, right?
Probably.
Thinking
Because
what?
then if saying I wish they were dead and I knew, but then you're like, well,
No, what I'm saying is once you had the skull, you're
Yeah.
thinking, okay, I'm now moving on. No, if you don't know, every thought you have is probably guilt.
that's what I mean. Hypothetically, for your well-being, it's better to know that they're gone and
Yeah.
you have resolution. You can attempt some sort of closure, but
Yeah, we're
for
agreeing.
them,
We're agreeing, yeah.
Yeah.
having that slight possibility that they're alive out there somewhere is
Right.
better for them, but it's agonizing for you. So I think there's probably some mixed emotions when you're thinking about that. It's awful. It's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, because even if they're alive out there, is it really better for them given that
Right.
situation of
Right.
whatever it might be?
I think you just have to convince yourself, like, yeah, they're no longer alive. Of course they're not, and
Yeah.
I know that in my heart that they're deceased. Yeah. How can you live with yourself? You can't.
I just think about Helen Hunt, man. She lost Tom Hanks in Castaway. It's the love of her life.
Yeah.
They had a funeral. She got remarried to Dr. Spaulding.
That's what I was going to say. Didn't she get remarried and stuff?
And then he shows up.
Well, they called her and she fucking passed out in her kitchen.
Yeah.
He had to let her go, though. He let her go. He knew. He knew the score.
As always, Tom Hanks did the right thing.
He always does.
As always. I fucking love that movie. That's so good. That's such a good movie.
That's one of the ones that's in the category you're flipping around and you like that comes on. It's going to be your next 2 hours because you're going to watch the whole thing.
Is that on
With
a lot, though?
commercials.
Is that on a lot? I don't.
I don't know. Even with commercials, you're like, oh, I could. I have this DVD in the closet, but I'm just gonna sit here and watch it with commercials.
I also have HBO Max or whatever else it's on, Netflix. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here and watch it, like Shawshank Redemption and every fucking thing else.
It's a specific category of movies that fit in, or a specific selection of movies that fit in that category. That's one of them.
Okay.
That's all I have to say on that. Until next time, 411.
Dave, what's your thoughts on Patreon?
Well, first off, let me say that if you're thinking about signing up for Patreon and you're on iOS and you're using the Patreon app on your Apple device, Apple will soon be instituting that 30% additional fee that they charge for apps from the App Store, and it will soon include Patreon membership. So if you sign up for Patreon via the iOS app, you'll get that 30% surcharge monthly. Nobody wants to do that because that is
insane.
Fucking obscene.
That's crazy.
So if you're an iOS Apple user,
And all right-minded people are.
yes, sign up via the website, create your membership.
Patreon.com/Necronomipod.
Patreon.com/Necronomipod. They will not be involved in any of this chicanery that Apple's attempting to put upon you. You'll still be able to log in via your app on your iOS Apple device to listen to the show, do whatever you need to do. It's just your initial sign up should take place on the website and avoid the 30% surcharge.
That's crazy because Apple's just pocketing all that. That's just
All of
directly
it.
going to Apple.
Every app in the App Store, they pull a 30%, and I don't know how this evaded it for so long, but they're gonna start attaching it to your monthly membership fee, and that's insane.
And to be clear, when you do that, if you do go down to the website to sign up, you have to type in patreon.com/Necronomipod. If you just go to Patreon and search us, we will not come up because we're listed as adult content. So you have to put in patreon.com/necronomipod.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
It'll take you right to our page.
Like sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't come up, sometimes it does.
That's why I'm just saying it now, just to avoid it. Just put in the full web
very
address.
odd. So that's it. That's my warning to you. Sign up. There's lots of cool shit on there, but don't do it on the iOS app or you're just getting surcharged up the ass.
Right. And once you do sign up, you have this to look forward to. Dave, the floor is yours.
Thank you to new patrons Jaden Goulet, Elijah, Elizabeth Stevens, Sarah Page, Susan, Rochelle Armstrong, James Cronister, Sarah from Finland. Mike Hunt is lovely. I bet it is. Rachel, Blackish Matriarch, Rachel O'Face, Melanie Varga. I'll sit on Declan's face. I bet you will, pervert. Amanda Moncrief, Sarah Smythe, Leilani Lay On Me. I caught Declan sucking on Mike's hairy nipples. Is that true?
Well, that's just a bold-faced lie.
Not the hairy nipples part. That part's true.
Yeah, that makes sense. That adds up. But it's not just nipples. Like, I don't want people to think like there's no hair and then just all this hair around my nipples. I'm just a consistently hairy human being.
He's a hairy individual.
That's just the way it is. I would take that over just having all this hair around my nipples.
Absolutely.
Which would be fucking weird.
He's like clean shaven, no body hair anywhere on his whole body except his nipples.
Yeah.
It's just full hair.
No.
And he has to shave them every day.
Well,
They just grow outward.
You got to be very careful with the razor around my nipple.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to fuck around with that. So thankfully, I'll just embrace my hairiness.
You have to.
Yeah.
I would never shave my chest or stomach. That is too much work.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I haven't,
Yeah.
but I'm not saying I don't bick. I wouldn't bick it. You just use like the little clipper thing.
I'm not even doing that.
Yeah. Depends what I'm doing, what my life is at that moment in time.
Fair enough. Kate Avery, Marlana, Jamie, Robert Infante, Cheryl Slavinsky, Brandy Minnix, Rochelle Korn, Caitlin Evans, Raina Knapp, Melissa Bauer, Sylvie Asher, Alexis George, Nate Rocks, Kiro, E8SD was Danceled, Kobe Duncan, Sam I. Yam, Trenton McEnany, Maggie Lawrence, Lice, Michaela Kirk, Madison Miller, Trevor Hawkins, Julie West, Tabitha Verchimick, Seth Coronado, Monica Grooms, Charles Weaver, Fucktard of the West flying on my broomstick chanting booty hole, booty hole, booty hole. Booty hole, booty hole, booty hole. It was summoned.
I don't think it was.
Can't get around it. Holly David, Wizard Lizard, Priscilla, Slaw Bunny's Nuts,
That's a good one.
and Adam Weber. Thank you, new patrons. Please heed my, potential patrons, heed my iOS warning.
Ian, anything on your end?
This week on Straight Edge, you did Robert Pickton.
I did. I had not done a serial killer yet.
Yeah.
So I did him. Forgot about all that fuckery. How just dirty and disgusting all that was.
A lot going on with those pigs.
Yeah. And I don't think it wasn't like on the part of the actual show, but in our conversation, didn't we, like when we did the actual Necro show, we talked about how like didn't Nickelback used to play those parties at
Allegedly.
the Piggy Palace or whatever it was?
That was the rumor.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
Just one of those guys that preyed on sex workers and got off kind of on the power of it all and got sloppy as serial killers do and got caught.
Yeah.
The most interesting part was that when they arrested him, they threw him in a jail cell and he wouldn't talk. So they threw an undercover cop in there as like another inmate. And he just started fucking opening up to this cop
Just bragging.
about everything. And they're like, okay, thanks, fucko. It was also interesting because he got convicted of 6 second-degree murders. They had a separate 20 first-degree murder charges that they just stayed. Once he got locked up and put away for those 6, that it was initially first degree, but then the jury convicted him of second degree. And once he got locked up, they just never tried him for those other 20, which is a little insane. If the family of those victims is just ridiculous, but
there was a whole lot of controversy in how those victims were treated by police and whatnot, right?
Yeah, that was another situation where they weren't viewed as like real victims or human at all, really.
Right.
It took them years. I think if you, and again, listen to the Straight Edge show, well, I'll cover it all, but it got to the point where there were 64 missing women in the Vancouver area before the police were like, nah, we should probably, set up a task force.
Yeah.
And even
just
then,
get the task force going. Not really do much of anything yet. Just get it started.
Let's at least get the PR out there. And then even then, like Picton's name kept coming up. Nothing really happened. They were out there searching his property for like a gun charge, and they found the inhaler of one of the missing women. It had her name on it. And that's when they were like, we should probably look into this more. But anyways, go check that out. Necro Straight Edge. Dave, anything else on your end?
No, I will say, since you didn't have any iTunes updates, I saw someone in an iTunes review say that I oversold 30 Days of Night. Let me tell you, ma'am, that is a fucking great movie.
It is.
So just stop right there with your nonsense. That's all I have.
It's even better graphic novel too.
Oh,
fucking read it. It's good.
Love that movie. So if you read that review, don't listen to this nonsense this lady's selling. Great review. Thank you very much. But you're very wrong on the 30 Days a Night. Phenomenal movie. Watch it again. Get yourself right with Jesus. Come on.
Jesus.
We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Necronomipod, patreon.com/Necronomipod, amazon.com, search Necronomipod for our merch, and necronomipod.com.
All right, you guys ready for a cool down beer?
Cheers.